morning, welcome to Friday, welcome to a day in the life video. How is everybody doing? Feels like a while since I've done this. I don't know why, it's not really. Yeah, I have had a couple of weeks off weekly vlogging, as you will have already noticed, I think, but back to it for next Sunday's video. We'll be back to it. Very pleased. You know when you have a good makeup day? I haven't worn loads of makeup this week. It's been a bit of a difficult week one way or another. I've been up and down to Bournemouth and yeah, not the best week, but I put my makeup on this morning. I've sat and actually took my time over it and I'm very pleased with it. I used very brightly coloured Perfume Cosmetics is the brand. Super cheap these people are. These people are super cheap. I don't know whether that's a good thing to say. Very good value for money, we should probably say, shouldn't we? And I'm very pleased with what I've done. It sort of matches what I'm wearing, which I'll give you a quick sneak peek. I'm going to do it in a separate outfit. I'm doing an outfits of the day video, so I won't go through the whole thing, but that's what I'm wearing today. What else have I got to tell you? I've also just put on last month's perfume from my Parfumado subscription, my monthly perfume subscription, which I think I might have mentioned before. It's don't think you'll be able to read that because of my face in the way. Errands, un jardin en Méditerranée. I want to say that in a ridiculous, overpronounced French accent, but yeah, it's such a nice perfume. I really like it. So that's one that will go on my list from the ones that I've tried that I would definitely buy a full size of once I've got rid of my current stash of quite a lot of perfume. But I love trying the monthly perfumes every month. It's such a nice way of trying them. You get such a good amount as well. Now I've banged on about this at length anyway. I'll put my Parfumado link in case you're interested in finding out more about it, but highly recommend for discovering new perfumes, and you get to choose them every month as well, which is nice rather than just being sent what they choose for you. Anyway, as I said, it's Friday. The sun is currently shining, although possibly not for long, I suspect. And I'm gonna pop into town, take some library books back. I've got to pop to Asda to get some supplies for a video that I'm going to film tomorrow with Ashley and Will, which you will have seen, I think, by the time you see this. Tasting and guessing video. I'm not sure exactly what I was thinking, just chocolate bars. But I think I might mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to go to Asda to get some bits for that. I've got to pop into Wilko's for a couple of bits as well. And I've got to drop Ashley's phone off to him. William's just phoned me and said, well, I don't know if you know, Will's working at Ashley's office this summer for a few weeks. And Will's just phoned me and said, are you coming into town? I said, yeah, I am in a little while. He said, please could you bring Dad's phone with you because he left it at home and he's a buffoon. Made me laugh my head off. Such a, I don't know, people don't say buffoon anymore, do they? It's a real sort of 1960s type of phrase. I don't know where he got it from, but just made me giggle anyway. I've also got a great big long list of things that I want to do today. In fact, should we go through that? Let's go through it. Let me just plop you there. You're a little bit low, but it'll do. So I've made my list on my whiteboard as usual. So I've got to do, number one is all the things going out, library, Wilko's, Asda, card factory as well. I've got to get a couple of birthday cards. Some eBay listing to do. I've got to film an intro for this Sunday's video and an outro and edit that and get that ready. I've got to book a hair appointment. I need to tidy the bathroom. I've got loads of baskets, not loads, but just the bathroom is messy, let's just put it like that. We'll go and address that later. Got to film this outfit of the day for my outfit of the day video. Got to get a load of laundry in. I need to update my mileage spreadsheet for my self-employed income. Ooh, that's a job that do you know, it's a weird job. I always think I need to do this every week and I never do it every week. And then I think I'm about 6 or 7 weeks behind and then it becomes this big whole thing. And I don't know why I just don't do it every week. I need to kind of working on routines at the moment as well, morning routine, evening routine, that sort of thing, just to feel like I've been a bit here, there and everywhere, and that's likely to continue. So if I can get decent routines in place, that's going to really help. I've dipped in and out of this before, but it's more out than in at the moment, let's just say. Film day in the life, that's what I'm doing as we speak. This is the day in the life. I need to go online and renew my green bin subscription. Oh, the glamour. Our local council do green bins. You pay if you want to have a green bin for your garden waste, basically. We have 2 green bins for our garden waste because we have a lot of garden waste. So I need to pay to renew those. I need to look at booking a hotel for the night before our flight to Greece. We're due to go to Greece in September, the end of September, and up until we booked it ages ago, beginning of this year, because when we booked it we knew that we could cancel it up to 2 weeks before with no problems at all, or they could cancel it, whatever. It's all booked separately, it's not booked as a package. But until sort of just the last couple of days, really, I think we've just put it in the back of our mind and just assumed we're not going because of COVID, and because of the potential disappointment, and because we've had to cancel so many holidays, as everybody has, you know. I think just in the last couple of days I've begun to think of it as actual reality and think, oh, it's not that long till we might be going to Greece, we might actually be able to go. So I haven't booked like car parking or the hotel for the night before the flight, because we fly from London, or seats on the plane or luggage on the plane or anything like that. We've just got the literal bare bones of the holiday booked, and I thought I might just look at booking the hotel for the night before the flight today. And the last thing on my list is to, actually that's not the last thing on my list because I've got some other houseworky bits I want to do but just haven't written them on the list yet, is send Ashley some ideas for my birthday, because my birthday present, this is my birthday this month, and he never really knows what to buy me, and he mentioned that he didn't have any ideas, so I've got a few ideas. There's nothing major that I want really, but just a few bits and pieces that are on my wish list, so I'll collate those together and drop him those in an email. Well, that was quite a long intro, wasn't it? We're 8 minutes in already, probably because I haven't talked to you for a while. Anyway, I think first I'm going to start by filming my outfit and also doing the intro for the video that I need to edit later, and then I think we'll go out. I think that's going to be the plan. Right, I'm in town. I'm just off to the library. Debating whether to go to the library first or last, actually, because then I'll have to carry my books around town. It's a dilemma, isn't it? Library, card shop. What else did I say? Asda. Asda's last because I'm parked in Asda's car park. So, library to choose some books, take some books back, 2 birthday cards to buy, and I said I needed to go to Wilko's, but I can't remember what I wanted to go to Wilko's for. So it's one of those things, it flashed into my mind last night, and then I can't remember now. I thought I'll go to Wilko's and get that, but I've no idea what it was. I'll show you our local library, which is a lovely building. Look at how nice that is. I just popped into Boots to look for something and saw this. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of number 7, but this is really good value. Better than half price, and it's £32. Value is apparently £119. If I didn't have so much stuff to use up already, I would be tempted. Decided to just pop into Peacock's for a little look round. I haven't been in here since the beginning of coronavirus, I don't think. Very much like this little beach bag with the fringe on, and I love the print on this dress as well, this tear dress. I think that's lovely. It's sort of jersey fabric, but so pretty.
You know I want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. We ride around in style, sleeves rolled up, glasses on. make that smile when my heart starts racing when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Can't get enough of this being with you.
It's quite a bit of more autumn winter type stuff filtering into the shops now, but the mustard is still here. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about mustard. Perhaps the odd touch of it here and there would be fine, but I hope it's not sort of all consuming like it has been, you know, the last few seasons. That's a pretty dress, sort of textured fabric, little sort of self-patterned dots on it. I like that, that'd be nice, a pair of leggings. Oh my god, I've just got caught in the most massive rain storm. Yuck. Oh. Oh. God. Not good. Bloody August this is. August, honestly. Oh, no coat, no umbrella, no nothing. Also, didn't get what I needed from Asda. So I'm thinking I might go to Tesco's because I also need a bloody chicken for the cat. Seems to be a shortage of chicken everywhere. Oh yeah, last week what am I trying to say? Twice this week I've been into a supermarket trying to buy a whole chicken and there's been hardly any chicken on the shelves. I don't know if it's Brexit or COVID or pingdemic or what the hell, but yeah, chicken shortage. So I think I will drive to Tesco's, see if I can get or maybe Sainsbury's. I'm thinking Sainsbury's might be quieter. I think I might do Sainsbury's, you know. I am back from town and shopping and supermarket and everything. While I was out, I picked up a couple of parcels, one of which is this dress from Monkey. Monkey, God, that looks big. Ooh, looks too big. I saw it on Instagram and I just thought the print was so pretty. It's V-neck and it's button front and it looks absolutely bloody ginormous. That's a shame. I feel like that might have to be returned for a smaller size. I got it in XL, which is meant to be a 20, but that is giant. I'll try it on anyway, but I just thought the print was so pretty and I was thinking about my holiday and you know. I also picked up, while I was in Sainsbury's, this top. Blue and pink and white stripe, just sort of an oversized loose fit top. I thought that would be really nice with jeans for autumn time, sort of summer into autumn. It's a not quite jersey, so it's slightly thicker than a jersey knit. So pleased with those. Right, I realised while I was out I haven't had any breakfast and I'm absolutely bloody starving. So I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee and a slice of toast and Marmite, I think, despite the fact it's 11:45. And for lunch I am going to try out that viral crispy pasta thing that's going mental on TikTok. Seen a few people do it and I'm really intrigued, so going to do that. Right, coffee, toast, unpack shopping, check my emails, see if there's anything I need to do, and yeah, get a load of laundry on. That's the next thing. Can we just have a conversation about dishwashers? I know, the exciting content just never ends, does it? But in all seriousness, sorry, I'm just tidying up a bit as I talk to you. Just go in here, it's going to be dark, but you'll be all right, you won't be in there for long. Yeah, dishwashers. My previous dishwasher was as old as the hills because it came with the house and I think it was probably fitted in 80s, 90s, something like that, and it was not a new dishwasher. It worked fine until recently, so you know, there's nothing wrong with it. And as you know, I've recently had a new dishwasher. Now, I think this is generic to all dishwashers rather than one specific brand, because I've talked to a couple of people, other people who have the same sort of issues. My new dishwasher is not even a particularly eco-friendly model, because Ashley chose it. But the standard programme and the Eco programme are both almost 4 hours long. Yes, you heard that right, 4 hours, which to me is complete insanity. I just don't ever use them. There's a programme on it that's 48 minutes, or 48, sometimes it's 51 minutes. I don't really understand why it changes, but that's how long it is. It tells me at the beginning. And that is the one that I just always use because it's the most convenient. My issue with the 4-hour programme, let me just pile up those candles and pop you on there while I finish this segment, is that 4 hours is so long, isn't it? I don't particularly like running my dishwasher overnight. Occasionally I will do, but I don't really like doing that just because of potential fire. I wouldn't leave the washing machine on overnight either. You read the occasional thing about that, don't you? So my preference is not to use it overnight. But then, if you do it during the day, so if I only ever run it when it's full as well, so it can be at any time of day. I'll fill it up and then I'll run it. And say, for example, if it was full after breakfast, actually after breakfast wouldn't be so bad, but say it was like, I tend to eat breakfast about 9 o'clock, 9:30, sorry, I'm getting messages. And that would then be, so say I put it on at 10 o'clock, for example, 11, 12, 1, 2. That wouldn't be so bad, but generally the time I will be putting it on is sort of after lunch, after I've cleared up at the kitchen when I've had lunch. Quite often it's sort of then-ish, which would be like perhaps 2 o'clock, let's say. So it would be 6 o'clock before I could empty it and fill it up again. It just doesn't seem to fit in with me at all. I feel like unless you're in the house, because if you're going out, that was the point I was going to make with doing it after breakfast. Quite often I go out in the mornings to run my errands and do whatever I need to do, and again with the fire thing, I don't particularly like to have an appliance running while I'm out. 4 hours is just a really long period of time to have a dishwasher running, isn't it? I just don't get it at all. And I also feel like the amount of electricity it's going to use over 4 hours, how can that be eco? I mean, I'm sure it is eco, it's just I can't really wrap my head around it. But yeah, 4 hours is crazy. It just doesn't work for me at all. Thoughts on dishwasher programmes? Let me know. I'm making these pasta things that I've seen on TikTok and also on Barry Lewis's channel yesterday. I do enjoy his videos. So basically you boil up your pasta, you cook your pasta, and then you toss it in various things and pop it into the air fryer, and you're meant to get lovely crunchy crispy pasta, whatever shape you've made. I am doing twists, it's just boiling at the moment. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Fabulous bit of YouTubing there, Caroline. And when Barry Lewis made them yesterday, or he didn't make them yesterday, I watched his video yesterday after having seen several on TikTok. His main complaint about them was that they didn't have an awful lot of flavour, even with all the stuff added to them that they suggested. So I have a flavour enhancing plan. Rather than olive oil, I am going to use some white truffle oil, which is big on flavour. Salt, onion granules, pizza seasoning, garlic granules, and some parmesan. Parmesan's in there because I used the mini chopper to chop it rather than grating it, because I am lazy. Right, so you basically boil the pasta, drain it, drown it in that lot, stick it in the air fryer. It's not a complicated recipe. So let's see how it does. Right, cooked, drained, very liberally seasoned with a selection of all the things I showed you. I'm going to put them into the air fryer, and I'm going to do it without the bit in the centre going round, because that's what Barry Lewis did, and I don't want to damage them. Although I feel like perhaps once they're a bit crunchier I could put the thing in the centre. Anyway, let's time it for, oh gosh, throwing the timer around, 15 minutes I think he said. I'll do it for 14 and then check it. And I'm going to stir it every so often as well. They've been in for half the time now, and you can just see some of them are starting to catch. That's what they're sort of meant to be. I'm feeling like I want to put the middle in now and want them to turn. I'm going to put the middle back in so they turn all the time. While those are finishing off, I thought I'd just show you the books I picked up at the library this morning. Need glasses for this. hold that thought corner 1 second. Right, was quite restrained. To be fair, I do already have 4 books out of the library. The quick reads shelf caught my eye. I have not read any quick reads, but they're basically like a sort of lengthy short story. And both of these authors I really like, so I thought I would try a couple of quick reads. The Donor and Happy Families. I love Del Parks, apart from her historical novels, which I don't love as much. But Claire McIntosh is newer to me as an author, but I've liked what I've read of hers so far. God, I can't get a sentence out. This one says, when Lizzie's daughter Meg is given a life-saving heart transplant, Lizzie feels hugely grateful to the nameless donor. Then she receives a letter from the donor's mother asking to meet, and it seems like it's the least she can do. But as soon as Karen is welcomed into their lives, Lizzie feels something isn't right. And before long, she can't help but worry that by inviting Karen in, she might have put Meg in danger. So that sounds really intriguing. Then Happy Families says, Lisa is 42, divorced and a mum of 3. For the past year, she's been going out with Mark, who's 5 years younger. She really likes him, but worries that one day he will leave, just like her ex-husband did. On top of everything else, Lisa feels really tired and moody and has put on weight. She thinks it's the menopause, but could there be another reason for how she's feeling? Spoiler alert, my guess is she's pregnant. So there's that one. This one is something that's been on my Amazon wishlist for ages. It's called Eat, Drink, Run by Bryony Gordon, and it's entitled, the subtitle is How I Got Fit Without Going Too Mad. She looks like a very relatable, normal person, doesn't she? Not like some sort of fitness guru. So I thought that might be a little bit of an inspirational read. I was going to say irritable. And that'll be the doorbell. It was a delivery man. But it was good because the washing machine had just finished, so while I was down there I got the washing into the washing basket, and I'm going to go and hang that up in a minute. Right, back to Eat, Drink, Run. It says, Bryony Gordon is not a runner, or was not a runner. A loafer, a dawdler, a drinker, a smoker, yes. But as she recovered from the emotional rollercoaster of opening up her life in her memoir, Mad Girl, she realised there were things that might actually help her, getting outside, moving her body and talking to others who also found life occasionally challenging. As she ran, she started to shake off the limitations that had always held her back and saw she actually had imposed them on herself. Why shouldn't she be a runner? And in April 2017, she ran the London Marathon. I thought that would be an interesting read. Right. That's telling me that the pasta's ready. Let's just have a look at this quickly. The last one is 7 Lies by Elizabeth Kay, and it says she tells you everything except the truth. It says it all started with one little lie. Jane and Marnie have been inseparable since they were 11 years old. They have a lot in common. In their early 20s, they both fell in love and married handsome young men. But Jane never liked Marnie's husband. He was also always so loud and obnoxious, which is rather ironic now, because if Jane had been honest, if she hadn't lied, then maybe her best friend's husband might still be alive. Da da da! They all sound really good, don't they? Looking forward to getting stuck into those. Let's go and see how the pasta's doing. Putting the central thing back in so it turns was definitely a good plan. However, I've just eaten one and it's still very chewy, so we need another 5 minutes at least in there. Right, that looks more like it, doesn't it? That was just over 20 minutes. Right, let's see what they're like. I think they need to cool down a bit first. Okay, I've added a little bit more parmesan on the top, and I've got some little leftover dips from Monday night when we had quesadillas to try them with, because I saw the people on TikTok doing them with dips. So let's see, let's try one by itself first. Crunchy. Crunchy but almost chewy inside. Not bad. I certainly see what Barry Lewis means about the flavour disappearing, because I put loads of flavour into that and salted the water thoroughly. There's still some flavour on there, but they definitely could have stood some more. Let's try one with a little bit of the dip. Good with dip, definitely good with dip. Let's try the other dip. That adds a bit more sort of flavour to them. It's weird because I feel like some of them are cooked better than the others. They need to be, that sort of colour one is good, but then you get these, which are definitely more chewy inside. I wonder if you did them in the oven, if they'd all cook equally. Probably not, actually, but that one was good. That was a darker one. But it's getting them all cooked equally. That's the problem. But yeah, I quite like them. It's quite gimmicky, isn't it? But a bit of a fun new way to produce a snack. I don't know, if you're having people over, snacks to go with drinks or something, bit of fun. And just like that, it was 16:49 and nearly the end of the working week. Hurrah! Talking of working weeks, actually no, let's do this first. No, should we talk about working weeks first? I was out with my best friend recently, a couple of weeks ago. It was when I wasn't vlogging, so it must have been last week or earlier this week. No, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? And she has recently got a new job. She was made redundant about, I wanted to say 2 or 3 years ago. My glasses are steaming up, so I'm going to take them off for a minute. About 2 or 3 years ago, and there she took a job that wasn't really her thing. She's in NHS management, quite a specific area of it, and she took a job that wasn't really what she wanted to do, which was mostly working from home rather than in an office. And she's just recently got her dream job, if you like, back working in an office environment, which she is so much enjoying after so long working from home. I know a lot of people have been working from home, but her job was sort of working from home before working from home was a COVID thing, if that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense at all, but you know what I mean. And it's lovely to see her enjoying her working, and not that she didn't enjoy the last job, but it just wasn't her type of thing particularly. And she was saying how much she loved being back in the office environment and having a team around her, and just being with people again and having a proper in an office job rather than a working from home job. And it really suits her, and it's lovely to see her so happy in her work again and engaged in it all and everything. And she was asking me if I ever missed working in an office environment, and honestly, I don't think I do. I thought about it a lot. I think initially I sort of missed the connection with people quite a lot when I first started working from home full time. And I was sort of thinking, it made me sort of start thinking about working in a job as opposed to being self-employed. And honestly, I wouldn't go back to a job now for all the tea in China. I actually feel in the current times of flux and weirdness of COVID and uncertainty, I guess, I feel much more secure in being self-employed with multiple different income streams. Also, I earn way more than I ever did when I had a job, and probably way more than I could with an employed job, down here in the southwest at least. But yeah, I feel much more secure in being self-employed with the multiple different income streams, sorry, I've got something in my eye, than I would in a job with that one income stream. And to be honest, when my best friend got made redundant a couple of years ago, it was such a massive shock for her. She had no inkling of it coming. It was literally, you're done, off you go, gather your stuff, we're taking, you know, we're marching you out of the office, that type of redundancy. And that is just bloody horrible, isn't it? And, you know, to be with that hanging over your head, I would not want to, I think I would feel quite vulnerable in any paid job at the moment. And yeah, I just feel much more secure. So the only thing I do sometimes miss, I think, is the camaraderie and, you know, talking, the water cooler chat, you know, what was on telly last night, and having a coffee together, and just general chit chat. I think I do miss, just occasionally, not all the time. I'm quite a solitary person. I enjoy my own company, and I honestly feel like my feet don't touch the ground anyway. I always feel like I'm busy, but keep myself well occupied. But anyway, yes, that was just a passing observation on work and life and self-employment. Right, let me go through this thing of empties. I have failed at my to-do list today at cleaning up the stuff in the bathroom that I wanted to do. That will have to be a weekend job, I think, but I will just go through my empties box with you. There's actually more. It feels like fairly recently that we did this, although I think it's not. That obviously shouldn't be in there because it's 3/4 full. Definitely a mistake, that one. Right, let's start with this. Oh, also somebody said last time I went through empties, I tend to go through them quite quickly because we don't want to spend all day doing it, and I know a lot of people aren't interested in this, but somebody said I went too fast. But what I tend to do when I'm watching a video is pause on the bits that she said she wanted to write things down, recommendations and things. Just press the pause button. You can always pause the video. The joy of YouTube, you see. Anyway, let's start. TG Catwalk Biggie Root Boost Spray. It's like a hair mousse. It was fine. I quite liked this when I first had it, and then I felt by the time I got to the end of the can, I felt like it wasn't doing as much boosting of roots as I would like it to. Spray for texture and lift, it says, but don't think I'd go out of my way to repurchase it. The Aveda Cherry Almond Body Lotion. I mentioned this in a favourites video. God, this is lovely. I've just got to sniff it. Oh, lovely. Very gorgeous, little bit luxurious price-wise, but a very nice body lotion for a little treat. Good one for a Christmas or birthday list. This, I think, came in my Liberty Advent calendar last year. It is Doctor's Formula Anti-Aging Restoring Night Moisturiser with Marine Collagen. This, yeah, it smelled lovely and it had a really unusual texture. Very strange to use. I think this is really expensive if you buy it as a standalone. I certainly wouldn't rush out of my way to purchase again, but it was nice to use. It was very pleasant. I don't think it's very difficult to tell if things do make any actual impact on your skin, isn't it, really? But it wasn't too bad. Dove deodorant. I'm finding Dove deodorant less efficacious than it used to be. I've migrated recently to Shore, although I have got a couple of Doves to use up still in my cupboard, but not enjoying that as much as I used to. This is my favourite foot cream in the world ever, at which point I need to say thank you to thank you to all of you guys for all your foot cream recommendations. I've written them all down and will be working my way through them and let you know what I think. But that was my Ballade en Provence lemon foot cream, which is lovely. Clarins hand cream, that came from a multi-pack that I bought in an airport somewhere when airports were a thing and we used to go travelling without even thinking about it. Magnolia Clarins hand cream, perfectly nice. Wouldn't go out of my way to buy it again. Foera foundation, love, 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 love. My favourite foundation probably currently. I have 2 new ones of different shades on the go already. This was a Caroline Hirons recommendation. It's by the brand Glossier and it's Super Glow Serum, Vitamin C and Magnesium Serum. It was fine, but it smells of nothing, and I love my skincare to have a bit of a nice smell, so on that basis I probably wouldn't use it again. I do like a vitamin C serum in the morning, but I like one that smells a bit nicer than that, and the Glow Recipe Pineapple one is more to my taste than that one. Essence Lash Princess mascara, you know this is my favourite mascara, best price in the world as well. Body Shop Almond Milk and Honey hand cream, very nice, liked that. Ren Instant Firming Beauty Shot. I didn't really get what this was. Does anybody use this? Can anybody tell me what it is? It's an instant firming beauty spot. It says apply 2 to 3 drops to clean face, follow with moisturiser. So I guess it's therefore a serum. The name of it makes me feel like it should go on under makeup rather than as skincare. Instant, like a primer. It didn't do much, wouldn't buy it again. This is one of my Parfumado subscription perfumes. This was Crystal Noir by Versace, which I liked. That was a nice one. That's finished. This is a Colourpop eyeshadow in a coppery colour that I have had for years, and I've decided that coppery colours aren't really my thing. It's quite nice. It's one of these creamy Super Shock ones, but it's just not me, so that one will go in the box to pass on to family to see if anybody else wants it. What is this doing in? Oh, this is an Avon Yes, Avon. The Kirsten recommended this to me and I liked it a lot. It doesn't say what it is, annoyingly. Why does it not? It says made in Poland. I don't need to know that. It's an Avon lip balm of some description. I've no idea what it's called, but it was very nice. Kirsten, if you see this, can you tell us what this is called in the comments? Because I might quite like to buy a new one, actually. It's an Aromatherapy Associates Bath Oil De-Stress. De-stress your mind. So need that this week. As do other members of my family as well. Hand cream and L'Occitane hand cream that was okay, I think. And finally, oh no, we've got another perfume sample there. Jo Malone perfume sample, lime, basil and mandarin. Lovely, jubbly, love that. Westlab bath salts. These were the lemongrass and pink grapefruit. These were less exciting than I wanted them to be. They smelled quite nice, but I feel like bath salts don't really do anything. Not a fan of them, not a fan. Anyway, that's all the empties. I didn't show you, but I've just tried on the monkey dress, monkey dress, and lovely print, but Ashley said no, and it was way too big. Not basing that purely on Ashley's opinion, but it's unusual for him to state one, so I didn't like it anyway. If I'd really liked it, I'd have ignored him. So that's going back. I don't think I'm going to reorder it in a smaller size. At the moment the fabric isn't the best, and it was £30, which I know isn't expensive in the scheme of things, but don't really need another summer dress at this point of the year, this point in proceedings. Right, we are off out tonight. It is 6:15. We're going out for a curry with all of Ashley's stuff. There's one of them right there. Excuse my laundry over the banister. Yes, we're going for a curry, and to celebrate, what are we celebrating?
Getting our monthly sales target done.
Monthly sales target, woohoo!
Absolutely.
Well done. Yes, so that's Friday night. I think that's probably a wrap on this video. We have an you will have seen the exciting video that I'm about to film tomorrow with these two reprobates by the time you see this. I bought all the supplies for it this morning, and I think it's going to be fun. Something a bit different anyway, which is good. Anyway, hope everybody's having a lovely weekend when you see this, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.